Being an influencer is more than just sharing a sponsored post or creating a carefully curated feed to fit your Instagram aesthetic. It's about making the world a better place and creating an inclusive community for everyone. And here are a number of black influencers who are doing just that. Kicking off our list is Jackie Aina, who you probably know from her popular beauty vlogs on YouTube, but she's so much more than a makeup artist. Jackie is a hardcore advocate for people of color in the cosmetics industry and has actually had a hand in helping a number of famous beauty brands expand their lines to be more inclusive.
There are 48 shades of her Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. Pretty impressive because they only sent me 3 shades. I appreciate them cutting down on waste, but sometimes I wish I would kind of get like most of the darker shades just so that I can inform you guys like how diverse this line is, how many undertones there are to choose from. I'm gonna have a winter shade and I'm gonna have a summer shade.
In 2018, Jackie collaborated with Too Faced to expand their foundation shade range. With her help, Too Faced range went from 24 to 35 shades. Now that's what I call influential. Not to mention, Jackie has also received the NAACP Image Award for YouTuber of the Year in 2018. Elise Foxx is definitely another influencer to look out for. Elise is a mental health advocate who created the online community Sad Girls Club. The IG account has about 287,000 followers and has been rapidly growing since its creation. But being a champion of mental health isn't the extent of Elise's advocacy. In 2020, during a time of racial and social unrest, Elise actually expanded Sad Girls Club to help meet the needs of women of color as well as the millennial and Gen Z community. Many in communities of color, especially those in the black community, have wrestled with the stigma of seeking help or even speaking out about the state of their mental health and wellness, making them more vulnerable to mental illnesses. With the expansion of Sad Girls Club, Elise and the group are able to bring the necessary knowledge and accessibility for seeking mental health treatment to women of color. Now, during a time where mental and physical health are important to keep in tip-top shape, Elise's Sad Girls Club isn't the only place people can go for a little self-care. Believe it or not, TikTok, or as fitness enthusiasts have dubbed it, FitTok, has a growing community for those looking to nourish their body as a part of their wellness plan. Ulysses Jr. has become a staple on FitTok. The champion bodybuilder shares everything from family videos to hard-hitting workouts on a social platform, but he actually utilizes his TikTok for so much more. Not only does Ulysses motivate his followers with a multitude of workout videos, he also aims to keep everyone around him happy by also sharing a number of funny videos courtesy of his wife and, of course, viral TikTok challenges. Next up is writer and comedian Zway, who is known for her very vulnerable, uncomfortable, and on-the-spot conversations about race with anyone who is willing to come onto her Instagram live show. She's even chatted with stars like Rose McGowan, Jeremy O'Harris, and even Alyssa Milano.
Alyssa, would you consider yourself, this is something that people have referred to in the public sphere, but would you consider yourself a sort of poster child for white feminism?
And that's how I've been labeled, for sure.
But uncomfortable conversations to bring awareness to racial issues isn't the only thing Zway is doing. She's also using her show and platform to raise money for black trans femmes in the arts. If Rickey Thompson looks familiar to you, and he should, you most likely know him from his days on Vine or from his viral videos on Instagram. While Rickey is best known for his hilarious personality and dancing videos, he's not afraid of sharing his truths and opinions with the world. When the Black Lives Matter protests were happening, Rickey took to the streets to get involved. He told Harper's Bazaar, "I actually wanted to be out there. I actually wanted to be chanting. I actually wanted to fight for these people who deserve justice." Activist Janaea Future Khan is one of the co-founders of Black Lives Matter Toronto, who hosts weekly Sunday sermons with their followers on Instagram Live. On top of discussing social issues and news of the week, Janaea also shares ways people can be active in the community.
We have got to be better at talking about race, talking about betrayals and tensions. We're so good at coming together against a thing. We are not so good at coming together for a shared vision of the future. That is where we start to falter.
Writer and comedian Sydney Battle made a name for herself on social media in the middle of a global pandemic when she shared her Brooklyn Mom character with the world.
So important that the kids ride the subway. It's like, how else are they going to see culture? Their nanny is Black, African-American looking. I'm too afraid to ask, but I'm pretty sure. That's been nice that they have that exposure.
Sydney's skit literally blew up overnight and garnered her tens of thousands of followers, a management team, and a DM from a rep for Jimmy Kimmel asking her to write for the Emmys. Not too shabby, Sydney. John Henry is an influencer on the business and finance side of things. He co-founded Harlem Capital, a venture capital firm that invests in women entrepreneurs, and was featured in the Forbes 30 under 30 list. These days, John has moved on and co-founded Loop, an auto insurance company with a goal to create more fairly priced insurance for their their customers. With the auto insurance industry relying heavily on demographic factors like area codes, which can perpetuate structural bias against vulnerable communities to determine a rate, Loop stands to change that by focusing on the customer's driving record and things like road safety to determine a more fair insurance rate. These are just a few of many incredible Black content creators and influencers who are using their huge platforms to bring awareness to important topics as well as taking action to help their own community. Not only have these advocates uplift and empowered the Black community, they've also created conversations about the importance of inclusion and equality for every single person out there, and we cannot wait to see what else they'll do with their voices.